Hey everybody, Shane Severson here, Legacy Realty. Hey, I want to share some information. It's going to be great. You don't want to miss it. There is going to be great headlines. The news media and your friends, even maybe some of your agents, are going to tell you the sky is falling. And at the very end of this already long video, I'm going to share what's going on. It's not accurate. The sky is certainly not falling, but it's going to look like it is. Hang till the very end and you'll get some great information to share with your friends. Everybody, Shane Severson here, Legacy Realty. I know it's been a little while since you've seen me, so I apologize. I wanted to reach out, believe it or not, and do our July market update. Now here's the thing, we normally do our market update towards the middle or end of the next month, so we're already a month behind, and now I've been so crazy busy. To say that the market is busy would be way understating, way underselling the way the market has been. I'm going to get into that a little bit. So my market update is a little late this month, which is unnormal for me. As you know, I normally get them out pretty systematic, but I've not been able to think straight, and you wouldn't have wanted to hear from me over the last couple weeks anyway. So let's jump right in. Let's talk about our July numbers. The market has been insane. It's been crazy. Our average price in July, now keep in mind, we're obviously already in September. I'm talking about July, but our average price in July was $550,864. That was a jump of 4.6% over the year before. So that is what we're looking at, a 4.6 appreciation rate. Our active listings are 6,300. So we have active listings for July are 6,321. Now get this number, that is down 32%. So if you're wondering what COVID's doing, I'm going to talk about that. We're down 32% of active listings. Our month supply, which I talk about all the time, that's what drives the market and still does. I'm going to talk about that. We are at 1.4 months supply, which is down, get this, 36%. Month supply, 36% drop over the year last year, so in 2019. So these are staggering numbers. Let me talk about a couple things here real quick, and let me just share with you real life what's going on in the market, because I know you can hear from your friends, you can hear from people what's going on, but really as an agent that's out looking at homes, showing homes every day, listing homes, what is actually happening? And can I tell you, it has been insane. I don't want to say one of the craziest markets I've been in, because I've been through some crazy ones, but very close to the top of the craziest. Here's the deal. If you work with me, if you know me very well, there's a strategy out there of find what your house is worth and list it right at. There's a strategy of list it low and hope that it gets bid up and goes for higher. I've never been an advocate of that. Never sell my homes that way. I've sold many of my own homes, flips, hundreds of homes that I've sold. I always list high. Now that's a whole strategy. If you have questions, if you've heard that that's a bad strategy, reach out to me. You got to really hear the details and the strategy behind why I do what I do. I don't just list high and leave it, and many agents do that, and that is a very bad idea. I always list my houses high. So let me give you some real life strategies. I've listed about 15 homes in the last month or so, month and a half. And all of those homes we would list for about 20, 30, depending on the price of the home, 20, 30,000 higher than the highest comparable in the neighborhood. So if your house is worth 500, I would list these homes at 525, 530, because it's so crazy. Listing high And then in the first day, getting 10 to 15 showings and pretty much same amount of activity every day after that. Many of our homes went under contract in the first day or within the next couple days, and we had multiple offers. Some of our homes we had one offer, some of our homes we had 3 or 4 offers. Many of those homes, one of them went 40,000 higher than the highest comparable. I had to have a very detailed conversation with an appraiser, which is another reason you should use a rock star agent. Don't trust somebody who has not been in the business for a long time, because trust me when I say that appraisal would have come in 40, 50,000 under, I promise you, what we had it under contract for. And after many conversations and negotiations with an appraiser, believe it or not, they will talk to agents, they did come in at the value that we had, and that was 40,000 higher than the highest comparable in the neighborhood. So if you're looking to get 40 grand more than your next door neighbor, give me a call. I'll teach you how to do that. But anyway, so yeah, homes have been going for 20 grand, 30 grand, 40 grand over the highest comparable in the neighborhood. We had a $1 million home, highest comp in the neighborhood. We had a $1 million home. We listed, one of our agents that I worked with very closely, we listed that at 1.1, and within hours, by the end of that first day, we started getting offers within an hour. But by the end of that first day, we had 3 offers, believe it or not. Over $1 million home. We had 3 offers, and it ended up going for 50 grand higher than the list price, which was already higher than the highest comparable. Astronomical numbers. When you're in a market and you have an average price of $550 and you have $1 million homes going within hours, you know you are in a crazy market. Now, here's the thing. Let me talk a little bit about this COVID. We've had a COVID result in our Denver market. So let me talk a little bit about that very quickly. I don't want to take too much time, but this is all very, very good information for those of you who want to sit through a 10, 12-minute video and learn a little bit about real estate and what's going on. Here's the big deal. Think about this with me. In March, we had a shutdown of the United States of America. No business, no anything going on. The fear of people, and some of you still have a fear of, your health and everything else, and rightly so you should. But keep in mind, back in the day, we didn't know if somebody touched you, you were going to die. We had no idea. And so they shut down in March. We couldn't show homes. We couldn't take buyers out. We couldn't do anything. So we stopped the Denver real estate market, which is already pent-up demand for homes. We stopped all that for a month. Now, when they opened it back up, many people listed homes, but it was a very slow process. So many sellers still were not sure, do I want to open my home for hundreds of people to be touching stuff and walking through here when I still don't know what the results are going to be for me and my family? I can tell you I had some crazy conversations from some sellers, and most of them not mine, but other sellers screaming at me and all kinds of crazy stuff. So it was a very scary and volatile period. So you're taking a Denver market that's already crazy, pent-up demand, and you're putting it on pause for 3-4 months. Keep that in mind. A third, a fourth of the year, you stopped the Denver real estate market. For the most part, you really halted it. Okay. The question then is, did we lose buyers? And the answer is yes, but on a very minuscule level. Most of them were low-end buyers in the service industries and so forth. So we did lose some of those buyers, but mostly on the lower end stuff. And really, honestly, we didn't lose many buyers because lending continues. So we didn't lose many buyers, and we slowed down the sellers, the amount of supply, by 32 to 36%. You tell me what's going to happen. You have people frantically bidding 20, 30 grand over, 50 grand over to just get in a home. That is what we've been experiencing the last couple months. It's been crazy. The market is skyrocketing, and it continues. Let me share one other thing, and if you're still on here, you're going to be glad you heard this, because this is great news that everybody that dropped off is not going to, they're going to miss this, and they're going to be miseducated. Here is the deal. Average prices in Denver in the last, because I'm shooting this late, I know numbers that in July I would not have known. So I'm kind of glad I'm shooting this. Our average price just shot in some areas from $550 to over $600,000. We're talking about a 10% jump in 1 month. Now, is that accurate? That is all false numbers. That is a jump that is false numbers, and let me explain. Most of that is high-end home sales. So the low-end homes have not had many sales. Lots of reasoning behind that. I can't get into all of that. But bottom line, we had a lot of these high-end homes sell. Well, when you have a lot more high-end homes sell than lower-end homes sell, the average price jumps. That is what we're experiencing, and that is what we are seeing. What does that mean to you? Well, what that means to you, and this is very important, is very, very quickly in the next couple months, 6 months, 2 months, whatever this number is, you're going to see on every news headline, you're going to hear every one of your friends talk about, you're going to hear all the agents frantically freaking out, trying to dump homes and do all the crazy stuff, because the headline is going to read that the average price in Denver just dropped 10, 15, 20% in 1 month. COVID is destroying the real estate market in Denver. We just dropped 10%, and so beware. You're going to see stories, I promise you, you're going to see stories of somebody describing how they just lost 150,000 equity in the last month. And I'm here to tell you, don't buy it, don't believe it. Our average price is not 600, although, well, it is, but it's not really. And so when it drops back down to 550, 560, you didn't really lose that money either. So beware of that when the talk starts happening, when your friends and your agents start telling you, oh my gosh, the market is collapsing because of COVID. It's not really true. I will keep you up to date. I will keep you in the loop with the right numbers, the accurate numbers, and those numbers that really matter to you. I hope that helps. I hope that's good information. God bless. I'm so glad I finally got this done. I'll be back in touch here in a couple weeks with our August market update.